Good evening. It's so nice to see everyone here tonight. I know I can't see all of your faces, but I've had a chance to at least see some of the folks who were here on the panel before we got started. We've got a great crowd, though, here tonight, even though you can't see them all. Welcome and thank you for being here. I wish we could be together in person where we could all be sharing hugs and handshakes. But this is a special moment nonetheless, and soon we'll be able to gather together again. I'm Melanie Korn, president of Columbus College of Art and Design, and I am so happy to be with you here tonight to celebrate the success of some of our amazing CCAD graduates. Before we begin, a quick bit of business. We will be recording this evening's activities and we'll be sharing the video link with you and other friends of CCAD later on. So if a loved one couldn't be here tonight, there will still be an opportunity for them to celebrate the winners tonight and see the whole event. Also, this is a Zoom webinar format, so that means that most of the attendees' mics and cameras are off during the event, but please do use the chat function. We will have panelists here, as you can see, with cameras on. I say, again, most, because we'll have a number of people providing brief remarks, and when that happens, you'll get a chance to see them, and they'll have their cameras on. Please do, as I mentioned, use the chat. You can see it going now. Use that to celebrate throughout the event. Share your applause, at least in writing, if not, again, there on stage. And you can also use the Q&A function. So if you're not too familiar with webinar format, you'll see again the chat function. That's where we'll be just keeping the ongoing commentary throughout the event. If you have a question though for staff, if something's wrong or you need some assistance, there's a button down probably at the bottom of your Zoom platform there that says Q&A, and you can use that and a question will go directly to the staff who are helping run this tonight, and they can answer your question for you. Okay, I think that's it for the business. And so now on to a little bit of history before we get too far into the evening. As some of you probably know, CCAD has awarded the Joseph V. Canzani Alumni Award for Excellence for almost 40 years now. But it became evident that there is just too much awesomeness amongst our alumni community. So starting in 2017, we expanded our awards to honor alumni in specific categories. So each summer, we reach out and ask for nominations from amongst our alumni, faculty, staff, and other CCAD community members. Then we have a committee that will review all of those nominees and selects the award winners that you will hear announced tonight. We are so glad that you are here to celebrate them, as well as all of our distinguished nominees. So we have all, of course, been grappling with the COVID pandemic, not to mention the social and political upheaval for more than a year and a half now. And it has been a difficult time for so many of us. And yet there have been definitely moments of light amongst the dark times. And I want to just share a couple of those with you really quickly. I really need to look no further than the Beeler Gallery, which is right downstairs from where I'm sitting right now. We're in the last days of an exhibition that you should check out if you're in town, if you haven't seen it yet, but do it quickly. And that exhibition is called Bianca Beck, Tamara Gonzalez, Christina Forer. This exhibition of 3 artists serves as a consideration of how we collectively reset ourselves after COVID-19's dramatic and fatal strike across our world. And just next door to the Beeler Gallery in the Canzani Center atrium is BLM, an exhibition brought to us by the Greater Columbus Arts Council and its #ArtUnitesCBUS mural initiative. You can visit Canzani Center to see that exhibition through Saturday, December 11th. And these murals were painted, this exhibition, BLM, is a series of murals that were painted on plywood and displayed throughout Columbus following the murder of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. These works serve to both capture a moment in time and also sustain the conversation surrounding racial equity and justice, as well as thinking about our hopes for the future. Day in and day out, here on our campus and in so many places, we witness the power of art and design to help us better comprehend and improve our world. From critical data visualization that has helped us understand a virus, to websites that take some of the angst out of remote learning, to murals, political ads, and signs and ad campaigns that make us angry or hopeful, and either way, inspire action. All of this thanks to people like you. CCAD has more than 12,000 living alumni who are doing their part to help shape business and culture at the highest levels and around the world. And I am proud to be part of this tradition that spans more than 140 years, and I'm so excited to be celebrating some of our outstanding alumni tonight. I know that we have members of our board of trustees as well as past alumni award winners here with us tonight. If we were in person, I'd ask for them to stand and embarrass them and ask for your applause for them. And though I can't do that, I did want to just take a moment to thank them with a special note of gratitude. But really, thank you to all of you for being here tonight. CCAD is truly an amazing place, and it's amazing because of you. All right, now on to the big moment. First, I want to acknowledge all of the nominees for this year's Alumni Awards. This year, 17 alumni were nominated for awards in our 6 categories: Arts Educator, Commitment to Service, Creative Entrepreneur, Emerging Leader, the Joseph V. Canzani Alumni Award for Excellence, and the CCAD Core Values Award. The nominees are as follows. And please, again, feel free to use the chat to celebrate them along the way. So congratulations to all of this year's Alumni Award nominees. And now I'd like to turn things over to Associate Professor and Chair of Industrial Design, Greg Tooney, who will announce tonight's first Alumni Award winner. After introductions, each of our winners will be invited to make brief remarks. Greg, I will let you take it from here.
Let's see, hang on. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Korn. The first Alumni Award we'll present tonight is for the 2021 Arts Educator Award. This award recognizes a CCAD graduate who demonstrates exceptional skill as an art educator or a clear commitment to the field of art education. And tonight we're pleased to award this honor to Peter Wachtel. Peter graduated from CCAD with a degree in industrial design in 1990, and he's had an impressive career in teaching and design since. He is the architecture and product innovation and design teacher at Adolfo Camarillo High School in Camarillo, California, where he developed a curriculum that includes courses that translate into college credit and has been adopted by more than 50 other high schools across the country. Over the past 20...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know.
Over the past 20 years, Peter has also taught design courses at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Pratt Institute, Parsons School of Design, Otis College of Art and Design. Peter is the former president of the Southern California Toy Association and has designed and developed over 500 toys and products, working with big name companies such as Marvel, Six Flags, Mattel, and Universal Studios. He's also published 2 books on toys, He's also been featured in both print and TV through ID Magazine, Playthings, Toy Book, The Wall Street Journal, Investors Digest, The Today Show, HGTV, Fox, ABC, CBS Early Show, Food Network, Sugar Dome, and The Tonight Show, just to name a few. The teaching technique that Peter uses is imagination. He shows us that whatever is around you is worthy of exploration. The desire and love for what you do to make it part of your life, the skills, the experiences, as well as the wisdom will eventually come. He is dedicated to teaching and developing design programs with unique classes that include real-world projects. Peter is focused on inspiring, educating, and leading. Please join me in giving Peter a round of applause. Peter, if you'd please unmute yourself and take a moment to share a few remarks.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Greg. I know we've been talking back and forth for the last couple of years and stuff. So thank you so much. CCAD has been part of my life since I left. I basically took how I was taught, educated about design and teaching in general, and just brought it into the world. And I love what you guys are doing in the industrial design department. I love that we're being represented very well. Mr. Walters here. I saw a couple other ID people, 1990 in the house and stuff. But no, CCAD really is like the best there is. And even though they're hardly known, or they're pretty well known, but when I went there, it was hardly well known. But I took it on and I became a designer, industrial designer, toy designer and stuff, and theme park designer. But when I started teaching at Pratt and Parsons and MIT, and now even in high school, I took the same fundamentals that CCAD taught me about being true to your work, and it will be true to you, and just bringing all that from when Mr. Canzani was there. So I'm very grateful and thank you for all this. This has been amazing. And I look forward to contributing to CCAD in the future, doing things with them, maybe even possibly starting a couple of scholarships for them. I've done a couple of scholarships now with my Adolfo Camarillo High School. And even with Mr. Walter, we did something with Ford a little back during COVID. We designed some vehicles with their design team, and Mr. Chris Walter, he helped design the new electric Mustang, which is really amazing. But I can't thank you guys enough, Dr. Korn, Greg, everything at CCAD, Mr. Grant when he was there, Mr. Orr when he was there, Mr. Ashenbrand, all great teachers. They truly, whatever you were taught and learned, they last a lifetime. So I am very humbled and thank you very much for this honor.
Well, thank you, Peter, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'd like to turn things over to the Associate Professor and Chair of Photography, Darren Lee Miller, to announce the 2021 Commitment to Service Award. Take it away, Darren.
All right, thank you, Greg. So the Commitment to Service Award recognizes a CCAD graduate who has demonstrated commitment in their personal or professional lives to the betterment of a community through philanthropy, advocacy, and volunteerism. And we're pleased to award this honor to Rachel Santillan. Rachel graduated from CCAD with a Media Studies still-based degree in 2000. As a nationally and internationally published photographer, Rachel captures images for businesses and families through her photography studio in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She also dedicates much of her time and craft to service work. Over the last decade, Rachel has volunteered for Photographers Without Borders, traveling to India, Africa, and Eastern Europe to document how nonprofits in those regions are bringing aid to women and children rescued from poverty and human trafficking. She'll be returning to India in January to continue this work. Rachel also volunteers for Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, a nonprofit that places photographers on call with hospitals to provide parents who have lost a baby with a free professional portrait of the infant. Her nominator wrote that Rachel takes time for her community, both at home and around the world. Taking photos of stillborn babies is hard on her soul, but she spends time on them to make those memories the best they can be. I believe that Rachel is an exceptional woman. I experienced Rachel's open-hearted generosity yesterday when she spoke to my lens-based narrative class to give a virtual presentation explaining her service work and entrepreneurial practice. The students were engaged by her talk, and several of them are now inspired to engage in creative service opportunities. Please join me in congratulating Rachel. So Rachel, you're up. Please unmute yourself and share a few remarks.
Hi. Thank you so much. I am incredibly honored by this. It has been the absolute joy of my career to be able to use my craft to serve others. Working with nonprofits and those that they aid has been more fulfilling than anything else I've ever done. I would like to thank my wonderful husband, Mariano Centillion, also a CCAD alumni, for always believing in me and helping me to reach my goals. I also want to thank my children for allowing me to go overseas and spend so much time volunteering. I also want to thank CCAD and all the teachers there for giving me the necessary skills to produce the kind of work that has taken me all over the world. And I am truly grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel, and congratulations again. And now, Professor and Chair of Animation, Charlotte Belland, will announce the 2021 Creative Entrepreneur Award.
Thanks, Darren. This award recognizes a CCAD graduate who has made significant contributions to a business, public, or nonprofit organization. And we're pleased to announce the award this night goes to Max Ulickney. Max is unable to join us tonight, but let's congratulate Max. Max graduated from CCAD with a Media Studies time-based degree in 2004. He is an LA-based illustrator and animation art director whose clients include Netflix, Procreate, Marvel, Riot Games, Fantastic Beasts, Wired, Imagine FX, and 3D Total. Max has also written articles for such publications as Imagine FX, 3D Total, and Firestarter Magazine, and he is the co-host of the Negative Space podcast, which focuses on the lives and experiences of artists with careers in publishing, advertising, video games, and animation. In 2018, after 15 years in commercial and visual effects and animation, where he worked as a supervisor and art director and commercial director, Max started creating top-selling brushes, which he called Max Packs, for iPad's leading paint app, Procreate. He started his Max Packs business on the side, but it quickly grew into a more flexible primary job, which allowed him to pursue a wider variety of jobs, including writing for art magazines, creating video content, and doing freelance character design, as well as illustration. His Max Packs brushes have been featured as the premier brush set of Procreate for years now, and are used by thousands of artists across the globe, including myself. His nominator wrote, "Anyone who sees Max's work can see the level of extraordinary craftsmanship. His illustrations are technically sound, but more importantly, his concepts sing through. The illustrations are just amazing, but above all else, Max is a lifelong CCAD community member." Please join me in congratulating Max. Congratulations, Max. Next, Professor and Chair of Fine Arts, Kathy McGee, will announce the 2021 Emerging Leader Award.
Hello, thanks, Charlotte. The Emerging Leader Award recognizes a recent CCAD graduate who has achieved notable success within their chosen field or demonstrated significant community impact. And I'm delighted to say that Kylie Price is this year's winner. Kylie is a Charlotte, North Carolina-based interdisciplinary artist and independent curator. She graduated from CCAD with a degree in fine arts in 2016. Kylie earned a Master's of Fine Arts degree in print media from Cranbrook Academy of Art in 2018. She has taught courses at Rowan Cabarrus Community College and the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, worked at the Mint Museum, the Beckman Museum of Modern Art, and the Cranbrook Art Museum, and has had her artwork published in New American Paintings. Her work explores the complex relationship between individuals and the subconscious existence of neoliberalism through online social structures and media distribution. She combines cultural imagery such as internet memes and late 90s cartoons, along with humorous exclamations of complicity and frustration to create works that stylistically blend 2- and 3-dimensionality into painting and relief wall sculptures. Kylie is also a 2019 resident alumni and current collective member at Goodyear Arts in Charlotte. In 2020, Kylie founded Stonehouse Art Gallery, SHAG, an independent space for emerging artists where she curates one show per month by artists of various disciplines across the United States. SHAG currently operates on the far west side of Charlotte in a repurposed garage in the Price's family backyard. Kylie has set out for Stonehouse Art Gallery to expand awareness of contemporary art in the Charlotte area and beyond, and seeks to facilitate a dialogue about the state of contemporary art. Kylie and SHAG have recently been featured in the Charlotte Observer and Queen City Nerve. Her nominator wrote that Kylie has continuously progressed in her career since the moment she graduated from CCAD, not only earning a master's degree, but also utilizing her skills and knowledge to teach others, establish her own gallery to showcase the work of emerging artists, and continuing to exhibit her own artwork widely as well. Please join me in giving Kylie a round of applause. Kylie, please unmute yourself and share some remarks with us.
Hi, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be nominated and to win this award. I'm over the moon. It's just really exciting, and I've worked really hard with my gallery. It was kind of on a whim during COVID, and I'm just fortunate enough to have had the space to start SHAG in my parents' garage for free, essentially, because I don't have to pay rent there. And I've been fortunate enough to have a community of artists in Charlotte and beyond, through the CCAD community, through the Cranbrook community, and even across oceans, to support emerging artists and to support the mission that I'm trying to serve through the gallery, of just pushing out ideas and letting artists do the projects that they want to do in a space that is a little untraditional from normal galleries. So I'm just really happy to be able to share that mission. And I'm just like, thank you so much, Kathy. Your guidance has always been so amazing. And I'm just so thrilled to receive this award from you specifically. And just a shout out to all of my other fine arts professors at CCAD back in the day, Rob Robbins and Tim Rietenbach, Julie Abajanek, and Danielle Julian Morton. I'm probably missing a few others, many other people, my parents, obviously, and then my partner, Brock, who's also a CCAD alumni and helps me run SHAG now. So just thanks to everyone, and I just hope to continue sharing my mission and making my little gallery the best it can be, along with pushing myself to be an artist and continue growing, and just letting others do the same. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Kylie, and congratulations. Yay. All right. Next up, Provost Julie Taggart will announce the 2021 Joseph V. Canzani Alumni Award for Excellence.
Thank you, Kathy. It is so great to hear some of the comments from the winners and how they're crediting their faculty. I just love hearing that. And I'm just so proud to be an alum myself. I am honored today to be able to give out the Joseph V. Canzani Alumni Award for Excellence, which recognizes a CCAD graduate who has earned prominence as a result of outstanding professional or artistic achievements in their chosen field. This year's recipient, Ron Miller, is very deserving of the award. Ron graduated from CCAD with a degree in illustration in 1970. After graduating, Ron worked for commercial art studios in Columbus before moving to Washington, D.C., where he was a staff artist for the National Air and Space Museum Planetarium. Ron then transitioned to a freelance career in 1977, specializing in scientific illustration, especially astronomy, as well as science fiction and fantasy, which is what he has focused on to this day. He currently lives and works in South Boston, Virginia. Through his career, Ron has worked for such entities as NASA, the United States Postal Service, the Smithsonian, and his work has been featured in numerous publications such as National Geographic, Reader's Digest, Scientific American, Air and Space, Sky and Telescope, Newsweek, National History, and more. Ron creates science-based illustrations for books and magazines, as well as covers for science fiction, fantasy, and other books. Ron is also an author himself and has written and illustrated 70 books in total so far, most of which have been about art and science, and more than half were created for young adults. He has designed postage stamps for the United States Postal Service and has been a production illustrator for motion pictures such as David Lynch's Dune. To top it all off, many of his original paintings have been acquired by private and public collections, including the Smithsonian Institution. Ron's career is an incredible example of dedication to craft, and his nominator wrote, "I've been so impressed by his work ethic. He is always creating, always taking on new projects, always pushing himself into his craft. And on top of that, he's always interested in giving back his time to students and other artists as well. Please join me in congratulating Ron." I'm not sure if Ron was able to make it tonight, so I'm going to pause for just a second to see if he's here. And it seems like he's not, but what a career and what an amazing legacy for CCAD to have such an accomplished artist as one of our alums. So great job, Ron. Thank you so much for the work that you've done. And now Vice President of Institutional Engagement, Chris Mundell, will announce our final Alumni Award of the evening, the CCAD Core Values Award. Are you here, Chris Mundell?
I am here, Julie.
Okay, take it over, my friend.
Thanks. Good evening, everyone. The Core Values Award is our last award of the evening, and it recognizes a CCAD graduate who exemplifies all of CCAD's core values: positivity, respect, accountability, and inspiration, and whose contributions to their community are not only creative, but outstanding. Unlike the other alumni awards, the Core Values Award may not be awarded every year and is chosen by the award selection committee from amongst the nominees for the other awards, or based on a nomination by the president or a member of the award selection committee. And this year's recipient, Laura Al-Sudani Weeks, is very deserving of this award. Laura graduated from CCAD with a degree in advertising and graphic design in 2015. She's an eclectic and vibrant designer who brings intense passion to every project she pursues. Understanding the need for more purposeful and relatable design, Laura has shown a particular interest in projects aimed toward the greater good. She is a partner and art director at Fringe 22, a design and creative strategy studio with a passion for social impact, serving clients like Viacom CBS, the We Make the Future Race Class Narrative campaign, Women for Women France, and the Women's Fund of Central Ohio. At Fringe 22 Studio, they do work focused on social impact. They build communities, not just brands, and they focus on bringing vision to life through culture, strategy, and impactful design directions for small businesses, nonprofits, corporations, and political organizations and candidates. Prior to committing to her entrepreneurial journey, Laura's career ranged from senior web designer at Lane Bryant to senior graphic designer at P&M, a boutique agency specializing in political strategy and design. Laura takes a sincere approach when using her experience as an Arab American to encourage support of stronger communities in a more inclusive world by organizing fundraisers for arts programs and lending her expertise and voice to groups such as the Creative Babes, an organization holding intimate quarterly meetings where they explore the human experience, and for which Laura serves on the board as an advisor. She's also on the board of directors for the Riverview International Center, which helps new Americans meet their basic needs. Laura always talks about how she is encouraged to move forward because of the injustices and prejudices that she witnessed every day. She is determined to make her work focus on how she can help humanity and build bridges where divisions thrive. Please join me in congratulating Laura. Laura, please unmute yourself and share some remarks with us.
Hi, Chris. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here. I got my girls right next to me, so if you hear or see anybody, just want to say thank you for everyone who has supported me throughout my career. First of all, my husband and business partner, Alfredo Weeks, who also teaches at CCAD, for just being my ride or die since the beginning. For my parents, Ghadir and Salah Al-Sudani, for always supporting me no matter what, always being right by my side, and for my children who have been my inspiration even before they existed. I just really think that this award would put forth the social good and social impact work that was not popular and still has a long way to go. This work is done by everyday people for everyday subject matters. Some of them are life or death situations where you're helping someone that are going through domestic violence, or you're sending a message for people who are just arriving to the community, like the Riverview International Center. So this work has not always been trendy, but I hope that it will stay at the top of our minds and be something that we always talk about. And I really appreciate all of this, and I appreciate all of the professors that have been there for me, and for you, Chris, for always vouching for me, and for Fringe 22. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you all so much. Congratulations again to all of this year's winners and nominees. What an incredible group. I'm always inspired. I turn my camera off not to distract from the stars of tonight, but the whole time I was smiling at just the really wonderful, amazing work and the humility and kindness and grace of our alumni winners tonight. So as you heard tonight, our alumni, our graduates of Columbus College of Art and Design are doing truly outstanding, incredible work, shaping culture and commerce, both here in Columbus and honestly around the world. Winners, here is a glimpse coming up right here, I believe, of the awards that you will receive in the mail shortly after the event. The Alumni Awards are designed and created by 2018 Master of Fine Arts alum Paul Tinwaldi within CCAD's Woodshop and Fab Lab. Nominees, please also be on the lookout for a package of your own with a few items to commemorate tonight's event. So before we go, I want to just take again one more moment to say thank you to everybody and highlight one more upcoming event for some other examples of fantastic student and alumni work. Please check out our art fair and marketplace on Saturday, December 4th. We are so excited for the return of this very popular on-campus event. We had some fun doing online versions of this event through the pandemic, but we're really excited to have it back on campus. So that's Saturday, December 4th. I believe starts at 9 a.m. and goes till 3 p.m. I know you'll have more information in your emails and elsewhere. So please come and hang out with us on campus and check out some of the amazing work of our alumni and students. Do all of your holiday shopping while you're here. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us tonight. Award winners and nominees, just a reminder, keep an eye out for those packages in the mail. We'll get those to you soon. We'll stay on here a couple more minutes so you can continue to chat and say congratulations and hello. Beyond that, I hope everyone has a wonderful night and a wonderful winter. Stay safe, stay warm, and we will see you all soon. best of luck to everyone, and congratulations on the incredible work. Thank you.